In today's world, the most fashionable thing in food is cake making. Yes, it has made the food look gorgeous. Hello and welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana and to the Ultimate Baking series with me, Chef Afraj. Today I am going to teach you how to make the red velvet cake. Yes, most popular and seen everywhere. So before we start, let's have a quick view on ingredients to make red velvet cake. I would require butter, caster sugar, refined flour, eggs, beetroot juice, vanilla essence, baking powder, cocoa powder, mascarpone cheese, cream cheese, icing sugar, buttermilk. So let's quickly start making our red velvet cake. For that, first in a large bowl, I'm going to add butter. Butter has to be at room temperature. To this I'm going to add some sugar. And together I am going to beat this with an egg beater till nice and creamy. Slowly you will find the butter changing its color and changing it to white. Once the butter and sugar is nice and creamy and the butter has almost changed its color, next I am going to add some vanilla essence. Give it a mix. And then I am going to start adding the egg one by one. You should always add egg one by one. If you add all the egg once in a go, there might be chances of getting it curdled. Next, I'm going to add the liquid color and the beetroot juice. This also gives a very nice color. Usually you will find red velvet cake in three colors. Sometimes it is dark, sometimes it is a little mild darker, and sometimes pink. So it is up to your wish, but I would like to make it very dark velvety. So I have added both beetroot juice as well as liquid color. Now let's scrape the edges. Now once this is mixed nicely, I'm going to sieve the refined flour along with cocoa powder, as I said, a little darker shade, and baking powder. Sieve all this together nicely. Now I'm going to fold this into cut fold method. So now as you can see, our mixture is ready to go in a baking tin. Finally, I am going to add some buttermilk. Mix all this together again. So now our batter is ready. Let's grease the cake tin. With very little butter, I am going to grease the cake tin. Next, I am going to dust this with some refined flour. So now that the baking tin is ready, I am going to pour this mixture. Give this a nice tap so that all the air is released. And now this is ready to go in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for around 35 to 40 minutes. So till the time our cake is getting baked, let's make the cream cheese icing for our red velvet cake. So for that, in a bowl, I'm going to add cream cheese and mascarpone. Red velvet cake is always served with the cream cheese icing. With that, some mascarpone. And just whisk this nicely. Now to make this smooth, I'm going to add some icing sugar. So now after mixing the cream cheese, mascarpone and icing sugar, we need to fold some whipped cream into this. So I'm going to add whipped cream and fold it gently. So once everything is nicely mixed, I'm going to keep this back in the refrigerator till the time our cake is done. So here, as you can see, the red velvet cake has perfectly baked and I have got it down to room temperature and demold this. Now let's do the icing. So for that I'm going to take a turntable. Now I'm going to cut 3 slices from the cake. You can see the nice red velvety color. So now let's do the icing. So here it is, icing of cream cheese and whipped cream is ready. So now let's take the topmost layer as the base. So now let's layer the cake with the cream cheese icing. Now I'm going to place the center layer. Again cover this with icing. Now the last and final layer goes on the top. Now finally I'm going to cover all the cake with the icing. Now let's cover the sides. Now after covering all the cake, for a clean finish, I'm going to dip this into hot water, the palette knife. So now I'm going to put the remaining icing in a piping bag. So now starting from the center. And now on the edges. And now the crumbs, I'm going to add it on the cake. And here it is, our red velvet cake is ready. Yummy, trendy, delicious. And after watching this video, I'm sure you're gonna make this. If you like the videos that we share on YouTube, do subscribe to us on our YouTube channel.